All right, folks, I've gotten a lot of questions about triangular prisms, so I'm gonna throw a quick video up here. First, I want to apologize for not giving you that third side on those right triangles. So if you go back to the website, I do have that third side for the triangle, so that you can have that. All right, so this is number one. I picked a right triangle specifically because the fact that, well, we have so many of them on this page that I apparently didn't pay attention to. So I've given you all the third sides for those. All right, so for number one, we have this, and I've added in that third side. And we have to find basically every one of these surfaces. So it has 1, 2, and then that back surface, 3 is back there, way in the back. And then we have 4 and 5. We have these two triangles here. So if we unfold it like a net, it would look something, excuse my drawing, like this. So we have 5 sides to find, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we're gonna start by finding the first triangle. So we gotta find these triangles. So this is side number 1, okay? Now, we know when we do a triangle that we do base times height. Well, in a right triangle, the height is on that right angle. These are perpendicular. So 3 yards is the height and 3 yards is the base, okay? You have to kind of imagine a right triangle like this, okay? And this would be 3 yards and 3 yards for this particular problem. So this is the height, and this is the base. Now, some of the other triangles we have are like this, and they do this. Remember, your height is always that perpendicular right angle that we have there. So on the other triangles that are not right triangles, they give you the height. All right. So for the 3 by 3, we're going to do this as our first side. So side number 1, we're going to do 1/2 times your base, 3, times your height, 3. Okay. So remember, when we're multiplying, it doesn't really matter the order we multiply in. So I'm going to multiply 3 times 3 first, and I get 9. And then half of 9 is 4.5. I'm going to use decimals for this because I know how much you love fractions. All right, so that's side 1. Now, side 2 is going to be really easy because it is la la la. See, my mouth doesn't work at home either. So it is exactly like the first side. So we don't really even have to do that one again. So number 2, side number 2 is also going to be 4.5. It's exactly the same measurements. Okay. All right, side number 3. Let's do this side first, since we know that this is 6 yards and this is 4.24 yards. Now, in order to find a rectangle, we know we do length times width. Okay, so length times width, oops, just dropped something. Oh well. Length times width, we would do 4.24 times 6. And when we do that, we get 25.44. Okay, so this area right here is 25.44. Okay, move down just a little. Okay, so I accidentally turned off the video, but such is that learning how to video yourself and trying not to move the camera at the same time. All right, so we're gonna go for these other 2 rectangles now. These are side number 4 and side number 5. So the last 2. And we're going to figure out that this is also 6 yards because this is 6 yards. And we know opposite sides have the same length. Okay, get it where you can see it. Okay, now the question is, what is the length of this side? Well, remember, this side was folded up to this side, so these 2 are actually the same length. So this side is actually also 3 yards, and that may be where some of you are having your difficulty. So right here is 3 yards because it was folded up. When you fold this up, it lines up with this side. So this rectangle is 3 by 6. So if we go down and we do our fourth side, that's a 3 by 6 rectangle, which is 18 yards. And guess what the other side's gonna be? This one is also 6. We know this is 6. This side was butted up against this side. So this side has a length of 3 yards as well. So this side is also a 3 by 6. So for number 5, for side number 5, we're gonna do 3 by 6 is 18 as well. Now, all we have to do is add all those up. And so we're gonna add up 4.5, which I would do on my calculator, 4.5, 25.44, 18, and 18. If you're not doing it on a calculator, I would suggest you do that. But if you don't have a calculator either on your phone or, you know, it doesn't even have to be a fancy calculator, just something that you can put a decimal and a plus sign with, I would make sure that you line up your decimals. Don't forget to do that. So once you add all that up, you end up getting 70, well, the answer I have on my sheet is a little off because I gave you a different decimal rounding. So let me add that real quick. So 4.5 plus 4.5 plus 25.44 plus 18 plus 18 equals 70.44 yards squared. Why squared? Because remember when we do area, we measure in square units. So there would be 70.44 square yards that would fit all across the surface of this triangular prism. Hope that helps.